I'm sure you've heard the news. Today, we turn to Southeast Asia, where the Philippines has made a bold declaration. Manila asserts its sovereign rights in the West Philippine Sea, sending a clear message across the Indo-Pacific. The West Philippine Sea lies within the Philippines' Exclusive Economic Zone, or EEZ. This move signals a more assertive foreign policy and rallies public support. Allies like the US, Japan, and Australia have expressed support, emphasizing a rules-based order. This declaration challenges the expansive claims of other nations, especially China. The world is watching as the Philippines stands firm in a defining moment. The South China Sea disputes have deep historical roots, with vital trade and fishing routes contested for centuries. Modern disputes began after World War II, when China issued its 9-line map. The Philippines bases its claims on geography and international law, with its archipelago adjacent to these contested waters. In the 1970s, the Philippines claimed parts of the Spratly Islands, naming them the Calayan Island Group. Tensions escalated in the 1990s as China occupied Mischief Reef, well within the Philippines' EEZ. The 2012 Scarborough Shoal standoff further underscored these tensions. These events led the Philippines to pursue arbitration under international law. The stakes have never been higher. Fast forward to today, the Philippine government has issued its most forceful statement yet. Its sovereign rights in the West Philippine Sea are unbreakable and non-negotiable. The president's televised address made it clear: the Philippines will not yield an inch of maritime territory. The new strategy combines diplomatic, legal, and defense measures, with increased Coast Guard and Navy patrols to protect Filipino fishermen and monitor foreign activities. Manila is building a coalition of like-minded nations to advocate for a rules-based order in the region. The government is accelerating oil and gas exploration within its EEZ, directly challenging China's attempts to block such activities. International energy companies are being invited to partner with legal and security guarantees. This move asserts the Philippines' economic rights and control over its resources. A nationwide campaign is underway to educate Filipinos about their rights in the West Philippine Sea, fostering unity and resolve. The government believes an informed public is essential for a strong national stance. This declaration is more than policy. It's a rallying cry for the nation. The Philippines is determined to defend its sovereignty on all fronts. The world is watching how this bold stand will unfold. Manila's message: the West Philippine Sea is not up for negotiation. The stakes are national survival and pride. The next chapter begins now. The Philippines' declaration has sent ripples across the geopolitical chessboard, with China at the center. Beijing rejects the Philippines' claims and the 2016 arbitral ruling, asserting its own sovereignty over the 9-line area. China's response has been swift, increasing its Coast Guard and maritime militia presence, raising the risk of escalation. ASEAN faces a dilemma. Consensus is hard, as some members have disputes with China while others have close ties. The Philippines' assertiveness could either divide ASEAN or inspire others to speak up. The United States, a key ally, supports freedom of navigation and upholds international law, reaffirming its mutual defense treaty with the Philippines. This security guarantee is a major factor in the regional power dynamic. Other stakeholders, Japan, Australia, Canada, the UK, have increased their naval presence and support for Southeast Asian nations. These countries share an interest in a stable, rules-based order. The Philippines' stand galvanizes international efforts for a multilateral approach to the disputes. The region is now a focal point for global power competition. The risk of miscalculation is real, and the stakes are high. The world's major powers are watching and acting. The Philippines' declaration is a catalyst for new alignments. The next moves will shape the future of the Indo-Pacific. The situation remains tense and unpredictable. The Philippines is not alone in this struggle. The outcome will impact the entire region. The United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS, is the legal bedrock for the Philippines' position in the West Philippine Sea. UNCLOS grants every coastal state an exclusive economic zone, or EEZ, extending 200 nautical miles from its coast. The Philippines' claim is based on these provisions. These waters fall within its EEZ. In 2016, an international tribunal ruled there was no legal basis for China's 9-line, upholding the Philippines' sovereign rights. The Philippines is determined to uphold these rights, as the world watches if international law will prevail. The West Philippine Sea is an economic lifeline for millions of Filipinos, rich in fish stocks and vital for food security. Filipino fishermen have sailed these waters for generations, but access is increasingly restricted by foreign fleets and coast guards. Securing these fishing grounds is a matter of survival for coastal communities. Beneath the sea lie vast reserves of oil and natural gas, crucial for the Philippines' energy security and economic growth. Territorial disputes and the risk of confrontation have stalled exploration and drilling. The new declaration aims to unlock this economic potential for the Filipino people. The region is also an environmental treasure, home to some of the world's most biodiverse coral reefs. These fragile ecosystems are under threat from destructive fishing and large-scale island building. Environmental destruction has long-term consequences, disrupting marine food webs and threatening fish stocks. The Philippines Declaration calls for greater cooperation to protect this shared natural heritage. Environmental protection is not just ecological, it's economic and strategic. A healthy ocean is essential for the region's prosperity and stability. The stakes are both local and global. The future of the West Philippine Sea depends on responsible stewardship. To understand this issue, we must consider the region's diverse perspectives. For the Philippines, it's about sovereignty, dignity, and upholding the 2016 Arbitral Award. The new declaration is widely supported at home, seen as standing up to bullying and defending national pride. China views the South China Sea as ancestral territory, dismissing the Arbitral Award and preferring bilateral talks. Beijing sees Manila as acting at the behest of outside powers. Especially the U.S. Other Southeast Asian claimants, like Vietnam, quietly support the Philippines, while Malaysia and Brunei prefer quiet diplomacy. Non-claimant states like Indonesia worry about China's expansive claims overlapping with their own EEZs. The region is a mosaic of interests, united by concern for stability. The international community, including Canada, Australia, Japan, and the EU, sees the dispute as a test of the rules-based order. If powerful countries ignore international law, the entire system is at risk. Support for the Philippines is about defending the principle that all nations must follow the same rules. This principle underpins global peace and security. The world is watching how the region responds to this defining challenge.